And I want you to understand something and hear me. And hear me clear, Mr. Martinez. I will do everything in my power to protect my county at all costs. You violate any of these conditions, life will not go well for you. My magic ball, I will find it, and I'm going to find you. Don't pick up a third case.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Dominic Martinez.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Martinez, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right. Looks like he just picked up a DWI. He's been on bond for an assault of a family member, and now he picked up a DWI second.
He was just filed on the 21st of this. Probable cause on the DWI. Or
Yeah.
On November 21st of 2024, the officer observed a motor vehicle traveling eastbound in Harris County, Texas, weaving in and out of its lane. The officer observed the vehicle to cross over the traffic line dividers with its driver's side tires, and the officer then ran the vehicle's license plate through NCIC and observed the registration to be expired as of September 2024. The traffic stop was initiated, and the officer made contact with the driver, the defendant. The officer was handed a Texas ID, not a driver's license, and upon researching this, the officer found that the driver's license of the defendant was not eligible and that he had an outstanding warrant. Furthermore, the officer noted the prevalent odor of an alcoholic beverage emanating from inside the vehicle, and the officer observed droopy eyelids and the defendant to have poor coordination in looking for his wallet. The defendant was removed from his vehicle, and the officer further noted slurred speech, red, glassy, watery, bloodshot eyes, and the smell of a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage. The officer noted that the defendant's speech was also very dry and that the defendant had cotton mouth, and the officer observed the defendant burp and could smell, furthermore, odor of an alcoholic beverage, even more prevalent. The defendant stated he was coming from a local bar where he had consumed 3 Michelob Ultra beers when asked about the smell of alcohol, and the defendant stated that he had been drinking and told the officer, "Take me, I'll take it, that's fine," referring to him being taken to jail. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted, HGN 6 out of 6, and walk and turn was not performed as the defendant began arguing with the officer, stating that he was falsely accused last time he did the test. The defendant refused to use an imaginary line and further refused the testing. DIC was read, and the defendant refused. A blood search warrant was signed and executed.
Was this an open 2B? Was he on bond for this case, for the assault? And he pick up a DWI? Had we put conditions on him not to consume? Had we done anything with the assault and then he pick up a DWI?
The assault family member was a 2B for a few months. There was an open warrant for a few months before he posted bond.
Martinez, let's go through some of your history here. Since 21, DWI, interference, another DWI, and now in 24, another assault and another DWI. I want you to do, and I want you to understand something and hear me. And hear me clear, Mr. Martinez. I will do everything in my power to protect my county at all costs. Take note, because I'm putting a whole host of conditions on you now. And if I find that you violate this, I will deem you a public danger, put you in jail, and make your bond so high you will have teeth falling out. Do you understand? You are not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising you're not going to drive. I don't care what is going on in your life. Do not drive. If you do, I can have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you get into a car.
Yes.
Tell me about the assault, please.
Yes, Judge. So for the assault, the complainant and the defendant are in a dating relationship, and on September 28, 2024, the officer was dispatched to a physical disturbance in Harris County, Texas, where the officer spoke with the complainant, who stated that she and the defendant began to argue. The complainant stated she wanted to leave, and while walking out, the defendant struck her with an open hand to her right cheek. The complainant stated she fell to the ground. The complainant then went to her car, saying she was going to call 911. The defendant followed her, asking if she was really calling 911, before then fleeing the scene. The officer observed the complainant's cheek to be red and swollen.
Alcohol a factor? You know,
There's no allegations, Your Honor.
Mr. Martinez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I am now ordering you not to drive and I'm giving you a curfew. I'm giving you a curfew of 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. that you're not allowed to go out. On one ankle, I will put a GPS monitor. On your other ankle, I'm going to put a scram monitor so I know that you're not consuming alcohol. You violate any of these conditions, life will not go well for you. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
I am also now ordering you not to drive any vehicle that doesn't have a guardian interlock. We are sending notice to DPS now. So if you're caught driving a vehicle and it doesn't have an interlock on it, every officer will know about it and hopefully they will put you into custody. If not, somehow my magic ball, I will find it and I'm going to find you and it's not going to go well. Do you understand?
Yes.
Don't pick up a third case.
Yes.
Are you doing them all?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Come back. I forgot.
GPS and Scram, how long would you like for those?
Today.
Today.
With the assault case, I am entering what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection that identifies Ms. Gonzalez as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot go within 200 feet of where she lives, where she works.
She's not fiance now, sir. And now, so now
Not
just
have any
move.
contact with
Just
the
move.
person until I know that she does. So I'm going to have her, if she's here, we can have her talk to the DAs.
I can get her here. That's fine.
Just, I don't want you to say anything, Mr. Martinez. You're in enough as it is now. Just don't. Until I know that she wants to have
We live
contact
together
with
now,
you.
so that's why I want to know, do I need to get my stuff today and go?
I'm entering this order for protection today. You cannot go back at this point until I know that they have contact with her. I mean, we have a full house today here in a
I
bit.
just don't want to, yeah, I don't want to mess up. That's why I asked. Okay.
In a bit, I can have them reach out to her to see what her position is.
Yes.
But regardless, I want you to understand, no threatening or harassing contact.
No.
What is threatening or harassing doesn't matter what you think. It's what she perceives. So is that threatening, harassing? It is. So be careful. All right. I'll have you sign all the documents and then we'll just have you take a seat in the jury box. THA.
Good evening, sir. Could I get your name?
Stephen Ray Funk.
All right, sir. It looks like you're here this evening on felony charges relating to armed robbery, ag assault with a deadly weapon, couple of counts of first-degree burglary as well. I also see that it looks like you are currently on bond relating to another case. Mr. Poston, I've received your recommendation requesting a no bond hearing. Did you wish to add anything?
Your Honor, the allegations are this individual decided to crawl somehow through the drive-through window of a Wiener Schnitzel and hold up several people at gunpoint for whatever reason he saw fit to do so, allegedly. And this sort of action is absolutely the kind of risk that the community ought not bear. This person should not be held without bond. This person should be held without bond. He was previously on release, and therefore the state moves for no bond.
Ms. Kelly, did you wish to be heard?
Your Honor, based on the paperwork, I see the legal basis for a no bond hold. However, he is saying that he does not have a pending felony.
No, I don't have it.
I would ask that a no bond hearing be set.
I get 1 second to say something to you without.
Your Honor, just so it's clear, if this wasn't a no bond, I would be asking for $250,000.
Understood, sir. Thank you.
I have a question. What I'm understanding from what you guys are saying is that you said I was on a $25,000 bond, meaning that I was bonded out. I was never out of custody.
So, sir, what I'm showing here, it looks like there was a case. It looks like there was a case with an incident date of on or about September 9th, 2024 in Pima County Superior Court. Looking at this, it looks like there may have already been a couple of hearings relating to that case prior to the case we have here. Let me just check.
Right. They say that I was released on a bond and I wasn't.
Oh, no, sir, you haven't been released on bond. You have a bond on that other case, is what I'm showing according to jail records. Jail, are you able to confirm that?
That's correct, Your Honor. And these pending charges are charges that are being brought upon for what is the reason?
So, sir,
I know that Mr. Neil Posner, he said something. I would like for him to repeat it, please. I'm not understanding.
all right, sir. So the charges this evening are relating to allegations that you committed armed robbery, aggravated assault with a weapon, but also burglary in the first degree. I believe what Mr. Poston indicated was that it occurred at a Wiener Schnitzel here in town. And so the alleged incident date is from, looks like earlier in September. So, sir, what we're going to do this evening is
Mr. Poston, I'm sorry. I'm
Sir?
trying to understand. Mr. Poston said something about what's the evidence in this case about me? I don't understand it.
And sir, tonight's not the night for that. I do not have a lot of information. All I have is a probable cause statement. All I'm doing is determining hearing dates and release conditions. You will have an attorney, sir, let me finish. You will have an attorney appointed to you. That attorney can go over anything about the case with you, but tonight is not the time or place. And I don't want you talking about the case in case you say something that might be used against you. So what I'm going to Sir, what I'm going to do is you're going to have a no bond hearing. You're also going to have a preliminary hearing set. Those are both going to be in Pima County Superior Court. Again, you're going to get paperwork with both dates. If you are,
What would I be released under?
that's that your attorney in the court will handle on the 7th, and it will be a different judge, sir. So that's all we have for this evening. You're excused.
Thank you all so very much for watching to the end. Please subscribe and drop a like if indeed you did enjoy. I hope so. Until the next time, I'm off to feed those cats. And if you want to see another cool episode of mine without all the mandatory stuff, then click on the episode on screen now.